In the middle of my life, I was awakened from a dream. Back in 1983, I had a brain hemorrhage from a malformation that was up in the brain. No one knew it was there, it just happened. I think I was 29 years old at the time. So I left the hospital finally knowing that I was going to live, and also knowing that my life had changed dramatically, that I now had disabilities, things that I could no longer do that I used to be able to do.
Meet Rob Guttenberg, a songwriter and performer who takes a unique approach to disability awareness. In Rob's motivational concerts and workshops, he draws on his own experience with disability to entertain and educate.
I am able, I am strong, and I know that I belong. As I stumble through each day, my life has meaning. I think I've gotten a really strong understanding of invisible disabilities and what it's like to have a combination of more than one disability and how that affects the outcome of what you can do. Day by day, minute by minute, experienced new things about what I could do, what I couldn't do. And as I began my healing process and decided to do more with using my music as a way of helping me to overcome disability, I also understood that this was a good way for me to reach out to others.
Rob was a performing songwriter prior to the brain injury, and his songwriting and performing today display a deeper appreciation of life and loss, along with a greater sense of hope, courage, and optimism. His message is living every day.
My life has changed, it's rearranged. I guess that's okay. I go slow now as I go now, living every day.
Rob's performances are moving and energizing.
Rob brings his own experience of someone with a disability. He writes about sometimes challenging situations, but he puts a reframe on it that is somehow positive, or there's a piece of hope in the song.
And music is a way for people to experience the confusion, the pain, the anger that comes with having a disability.
Well, some folks chase and some folks race, some folks run around. Me, I'm just staying in one place with my feet on the ground. I won't be famous, I won't be rich. Well, music has a way of inviting people in, of passing by certain inhibitions, certain ways in which people will not open themselves up. Music bypasses it. It's almost as if it went through a red light but isn't going to get a ticket for it. I guess the most important thing is it comes from my own real experience with disability.
He uses his own disability to help people be more comfortable with the subject matter, whether they have a disability or not.
I got a call one night from Jim Dixon of the National Organization of Disability at that time. He asked me, could you come down to the Tidal Basin tomorrow morning? We're having a protest rally against the folks on the commission who are developing the FDR Memorial, because they don't want to show any images of FDR in his wheelchair. And I said, you know what, Jim, I'd be willing to write a song tonight and I'll have it tomorrow morning. And that's what I did. I wrote the song FDR in a Wheelchair because I was so impassioned by what this is all about.
There was a national conference of disability leaders from across the country, and we needed to engage them in the struggle. And it was at the point where people were leaving the meeting, it was breaking up. Rob just started singing the FDR song, and people stopped leaving the auditorium, began to listen, and as a result, we got a lot of grassroots activity. It's one of the key reasons why the statue is there.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, I have seen your message felt in the eyes of those who cannot see. In the minds of those who cannot talk, on the souls of those who cannot walk. You've given us your strength and courage to succeed.
Through music, Rob is able to address tough issues surrounding disability in a way that's fun, engaging, and educational. He tailors his approach to fit the audience, whether it's a performance, workshop, or both.
Always losing everything I own. So confusing, my dog can't find his bone. Oh!
Rob's approach to disability education is unique because he uses creativity to look at the issue.
Rob is a genius at using music and humor to get people to talk. I think that they will come away feeling less shame and less guilt about disability, that they'll be a little more comfortable talking about what it's like.
I hope that audiences who come to experience the presentation that I do leave with a sense of joy, they leave with a sense of belief in what people can do when faced with difficult obstacles in life. And I hope that they leave knowing that whatever they face in their life, that they can draw on this. They can draw on the messages of my songs, and they can draw on the experience they had with me to help them in their own lives to overcome difficult situations.
Through his experience with disability and with a lighthearted presentation, Rob delivers a positive message while providing a comfortable environment to discuss a sometimes difficult topic.
Actually, I think everyone needs to experience Rob Guttenberg, whether in a concert, in a workshop. He brings something to people that doesn't come very often.
You are a very talented singer, poet, and songwriter. I was having a bad day until you came in and sang to us. You really do have an extraordinary talent.
Normally the singer sings about how life stinks for them, but you sang about how you can cope with these problems. I thought that was very cool about you.
I think you are a really cool person because even though you had that accident where you lost your memory, you still had the courage to play music and write songs. You never gave up doing your favorite thing.
I never knew about the FDR Memorial and how they did not want to show his wheelchair. You taught me so much. Our school is very lucky that you were able to come.
Every day I pay a cost for the
Teachers, parents, students, everybody. We're in the process of redefining what it means to be human, that disability is just part of life, nothing to be ashamed about, nothing to feel guilty about. And art is a very important way to keep that conversation going.
Yeah, I had something happen to me, and I want to move ahead, living every day, living each day, knowing that I can make a change and that I'm not the way I used to be, and I won't be again the way I used to be. And the best way for me to become the person I want to be is to accept that and to move forward, living every day, living each and every day.
Bring Rob Guttenberg to your community for a dynamic concert performance on disability awareness and sensitivity.
My life has changed, it's rearranged, I guess that's okay. I go slow now, as I go now, living every day. In the middle of my life, I was waking from a dream. All the bridges on the path I walked had crumbled. Left without a solid plan, this new life for me began. Filled with struggles I had never known before.